learn research. Today, I'm going to learn about ethnographic research. So, let's listen. First, what is ethnographic research? Ethnographic research takes a cultural lens to the study of people's lives within their communities. The roots of ethnography lie in anthropological study that focus on studying social and cultural aspects of small communities in foreign countries. The researchers live among the inhabitants with the purpose of understanding the culture that these people share. Next, purpose of ethnographic research. The mind of the ethnographer to observe and analyzing how people interact with each other and with their environment in order to understanding their culture. Next, principles of ethnographic research. First, naturalisms. According to naturalisms, the aim of research is to capture the objective nature of naturally occurring human action. The argument is that this can only be achieved through intensive, first-hand contact and not through what people do in experimental and artificial settings, or by what people say in interviews. This is why ethnographers carry out their research in natural settings which exist independently of the researchers. They also try to explain social events and process in terms of their relationship to the context in which they occur. According to naturalism's objective description requires you to minimize your influence on the activities of the people that are studied. Second, understanding. A counter-argument to naturalisms entails that you can explain human action only if you have an understanding of the culture in which action takes place. This is rather obvious if you study something that is completely alien to you. However, some ethnographers argue that it is just as important when you are studying more familiar settings. Indeed, when a setting is familiar, the danger of misunderstanding is especially great. You should not assume that you already know other people's perspectives, because specific groups and individuals develop disconnected worldviews. This is especially true in large complex societies. Therefore, it is necessary to learn the culture of the group that you are studying before you can give explanation for the action of its member. This is why participant observation, conversation, and open interviews are central to ethnographic research. Third, induction. Ethnographers argue in favor of inductive and discovery-based research process focusing on local interpretation. It is argued that if the researchers approach a community with a set predefined theoretical models, concept of proposition, they might fail to discover the disconnected and contextual nature of it. This is why ethnographers typically start their research with just a general interest in community, group of people, type of social action, or a practical problem. The research problem will then be refined and sometimes even changed as the research project process. Similarly, theoretical ideas are developed over the course of the research process. They are regarded as valuable outcomes of the research, not as its starting point. Finally, about ethics. Carrying ethnographic business research differs from many other qualitative research approaches. Doing ethnographic research means getting to know people, managers, employees, customer, consumer, and so forth. Gaining daily trust and recommitting one's life of long-term friendship relations are a fun put in. In your research project, you are part spy, part player, part fun, part members. All research is supposed to project the people or participants in the study. This includes letting them know the risks of the research, protecting their identities, and more generally, paying extra attention to the decisions that you're making during the research process. That's all for this time. I hope you enjoy listening, and thank you so much for your listen. Bye.